Welcome my students, welcome to my today's topic. Today we will be just discussing about photosynthesis. So we know that the food is prepared only by those plants which are green in color. Okay. So we know that the majority of plants are green due to the presence of green pigment known as the chlorophyll. Okay. So chlorophyll is present in the leaves and also in the young green stems. Okay. So the process by which green plants prepare their own food is called photosynthesis. Okay. So here photo means light and synthesis means to combine. Okay. So during this process plants absorb the sun's energy through their leaves and convert it into food energy by using raw materials from the atmosphere and soil, as you can see here in this figure. Okay. So for photosynthesis process few things are required. Number one is chlorophyll. Number two is sunlight. Here you can see sunlight. Number three is carbon dioxide, CO2, and water. Here you can see here water. Okay. So first of all, the chlorophyll, you know, it is the green pigment present in the leaves. Okay. Next is sunlight here. Okay. So it is absorbed by the chlorophyll present in the leaves, and then carbon dioxide, or you can see CO2. It is absorbed from the atmosphere by the leaves through small pores present on the lower surface of the leaves. Okay, we know these pores are called stomata. Okay, and last of all, that is water. So water is taken up from the soil by the roots and transported to the leaves through pipe-like structures called vessels. They are present throughout the plant body. Okay. So the chlorophyll containing cells of leaves in the presence of sunlight use carbon dioxide, okay, and water to prepare food. The food prepared is in the form of carbohydrates, that means sugars. Okay, that means sugars. These sugars ultimately get converted into starch. It is another carbohydrate. In brief, photosynthesis can be represented by the equation. If you write, it will be 6 CO2 plus 6 H2O in the presence of sunlight and in the presence of, that are in the leaves, chlorophyll. Okay, it gives glucose, that is C6H12O6, that is the food, and 6O2, that is oxygen. Okay. So from the above equation we can see that there is an interesting byproduct of photosynthesis, that is oxygen. Okay. So this gas is essential for the survival of all living organisms, we know. Okay. So next we will learn what are the importance of photosynthesis. So if you imagine life without photosynthesis, it is absolutely wrong. Okay. So in the absence of photosynthesis, life will not be possible, because if there is no photosynthesis process in the environment, there would be no food available. In the absence of food, the survival of living organisms will not be possible, as all organisms are directly or indirectly dependent on food made by the plants. And we know it is very much important for life to take the food, Next one is oxygen. A byproduct of this photosynthesis process will not be released. Living organisms will not be able to perform an important activity of life like respiration. So without respiration, no living organisms can survive, and photosynthesis maintains a balance between oxygen and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. So this balance will be disturbed also in the absence of photosynthesis. Okay, so life thus would be impossible without photosynthesis. Okay, so photosynthesis is very much important for our life, because as a product we can get oxygen and we can take breath. Okay, okay, so in this figure you can see that there is a balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Okay, got it? Okay, so that is the idea about photosynthesis. Okay.